What's up, y'all? What it do? Come on in, come on through. You are now listening to your favorite host, Mama K, the mommy, and the mogul. And listen, check me out, y'all. And if you're new here, come on in, take your shoes off. I don't know how long this is going to last, if it's going to be short or long. So, just come in and put your AirPods in if you at work. Listen on the way to work, taking your kids to school, whatever you got to do. But listen, for real. I just saw somebody repost a TikTok. And on the TikTok, the girl was like, whoever said, don't give up, things get better, lied. And then she goes on to talk about how her life has been the way that it is for 2 years. It hasn't gotten better because all she does is cry. And something in my spirit, literally, if you hear my dog over here, like, he in the studio with me right now, y'all. So don't mind him being extra, taking a nap. Sigh all you want, so I'm talking about you. Anyways, so I had to get on here and talk about this because people, I don't get on TikTok often. Like, I'll make my videos and stuff and I get off, But there are people who sit on TikTok and scroll for hours, listen for hours. And this type of toxic, not saying that what she's feeling is toxic or anything like that. I don't even want it to get misconstrued. But the type of information that she's passing, like, there could be somebody in the world that watches that and hears her say that she's been going through what she's going through clearly she's not going through what she's going through for 2 years, and nothing has changed. And somebody could have been listening to that. Somebody could watch that right now and be on their last freaking string, and you just gave them the scissors to cut the freaking rope. Not saying that people shouldn't be transparent about how they feel. Things are not always going to be perfect. So if you're listening to this and you're expecting things to always be perfect, it will not be. There will be times of darkness. There will be times of fog, but you have to sit there, and when it's time to be told to walk on the water, you have to walk on the water. Sometimes we don't know what's going to happen next. Sometimes it looks like things are not changing, but it's all about the perspective. It's all about the paradigm shift. So it kind of ticked me off, because there's young kids on TikTok. There's kids that think that the issues that they're growing through right now, or it could be very bad in their home. They could have parents or aunties and uncles that are abusing them or yelling at them every single day. They're but they're doing their best to be as small as possible so that they don't have the wrath of their home, or they could be being molested or whatever it might be. This is a raw episode. Like, I don't give a damn. Y'all, as a part of this tribe, the people that listen and tap in and tune in, the people, like, I have to keep it real with y'all because I fuck with y'all. Okay? Excuse my language for those with religious ears. This is not a religious area. Okay? And y'all know that. We have to be the ones, if nobody else is going to do it, to say, like, this is not it. All these trends, like the I want to kill myself trends, the depressed trends, like, if you know what it's like to be depressed, you know how dark it can get. And I speak from experience. If you are not going to get up and grow, things will never change. And guess what? Anything that is not growing is dead. So sis, your life has been the same for 2 freaking years. You need to get off of your ass, wipe your freaking tears, and do something about it. Whether it is reading 30 minutes a day, whether it is going to walk for 30 minutes out of your day, you need to get up and be the change that you seek so that the things around you can also be changed as you are seeking. And also, you have to look for the gratitude in each day. She woke up with a phone that she was able to create a TikTok on. She woke up and she had a roof. She woke up and she has clothes on her back. Beautiful woman. Hair, very nice and well kept. She looks pretty clean. In order to attract abundance, a lot of people don't realize you don't gotta work so hard for money. It might not come when you want it. You might not be able to splurge while you are getting your stuff together and learning the principles of being disciplined and being humbled in certain areas. You ain't got to be humble. You pop your shit severely. But, in certain areas of your life, you got to have balance. But if you are not able to give gratitude to attract the bills being paid, or to attract a 6-figure opportunity, or to attract the right kind of customers or clientele, you're going to consistently be attracting things that do not even vibrate with the frequency that you are wishing to vibrate. If you are too busy sitting in your pity, wallowing in your pity, yes, we have to be able to acknowledge the fact that, wow, I feel like this in this moment. And I'm allowing myself to understand and feel that. I tell y'all this all the time. You have to be able to feel the emotion. But at the same time, even though you're feeling the emotion, you also have to be able to let it pass through. Just like moments that have happened to you in your life in the past, things that have went wrong in your life, holding on to them and holding on to that life, a lot of people get comfortable because that's the story that you know. A lot of people get comfortable holding on to the old them, the old who they used to be, and all of this good stuff, or, the opposite of good stuff. So they speak on it constantly. I had a friend in the past, and she would always talk about, her sexual trauma. This is why I am the way that I am, because this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. She was an amazing person. She was just very hurt inside. And when you continue to hold that hurt, when you continue to tell the same story is going to manifest. Or even if it doesn't manifest the same, you are still going to attract opportunities and people and situations and circumstances that vibrate on the frequency of the story that you're telling. The power of the tongue is powerful. It is very powerful. So if you choose to continue to read the same book, you're going to continue to be reading the same book. If you continue to say, hey, I've already read that book, I've learned certain things in this book about myself, about people around me, and also how to continue forward. I choose to use this book that was written when I was 18, or use this book that was written when I was 15, or use this book that was written when I was 30, and I close this book. I tell the story when I feel it's time, but I move on. I grow from it. I am no longer this same person. I am no longer attracting the same type of energy in my life. I am no longer, sitting in the same tears about something that has happened to me 3 years ago. I understand, this is your story. This is why you're in the predicament or wherever you're at, mind space, without this or that at that moment. But what are you going to do now? What is the new story? What are you creating? You are the co-creator of your life. I believe in God, y'all. So I am the co-creator of my life. I know that there is a higher power. I don't care what the higher power, looks like to you, or what you call it, him, her. The Almighty, okay? I know that we are in a constant collaboration. I know that I'm constantly being forgiven for my mistakes, but I'm also constantly my steps are being ordered. I was carefully crafted. I have the same abilities as the Most High. My higher self is able to create my world, manifest the things that I want. And if I continue to let myself be in self-pity and sit in this dark energy, that is what's going to grow. Where your attention goes, grows. Keep that in mind. If you're constantly talking about how your baby mamas ain't this and that, your baby daddy ain't this and that. If you're constantly talking about you hate men because your dad did this, if you're constantly talking about you hate women because you chose 3 women in your life to fall in love with or get sprung over, and you knew that they wasn't the ones, like you had gut feelings, red flags, and you saw the toxic behavior and you decided to stay, but you didn't think about that. You just blamed it on everybody else, and you continued to say women ain't this, women ain't that. I'm going to get me a such and such woman because such and such women do this, this, and that. You're going to continue to attract that. You keep telling the same story. You keep magnifying that. You keep giving the things that you quote unquote don't want the attention. You keep telling what you're comfortable with. But I bet you don't talk about the things that have went good in your life. So say baby girl said that, things haven't gotten better because she cries every day. But I bet you she didn't give gratitude for the fact that she's able to use her legs to go outside and walk around her home or wherever that it is that she's residing at. She did not give gratitude for the fact that she's able to breathe without a tube. She did not give gratitude for the fact that she had beautiful, smooth skin, y'all. Just pretty beautiful, smooth skin. Even though it might not seem like a lot, being able to move your fingers, being able to write, being able to listen to the sound of my voice right now. There are people that have to use the captions because they're unable to hear. But they are able to see. They are able to feel. They are able to get this message, get this growth. They are able to have their cup poured into right now at this very moment. Y'all, we got to spread more gratitude and let that be the attitude. We have to tell more people about how to change their life. The medications didn't work for me. I had one therapist that I really could get jiggy with, and she is no longer at that facility anymore. I don't even know where she's at anymore. You know how I got here from my depressive state? I had severe depression. I also was suffering from anxiety. Some of y'all still claiming that to this day, saying that you're suffering, claiming it, speaking it into existence. At one point in my life, I was diagnosed with anxiety. Postpartum depression was never conquered. Like that was not, I was not facing that. I was not facing it. I was very sad, very depressed. But guess what? I was still getting up and chasing that chicken. I was still getting up and making people laugh. I was still getting up and in the group chat. I was still getting up. And now I'm here. Yeah, I had to take a deep breath too, Dior. Breathe. He be telling me to breathe, y'all. My friend yesterday was telling me, girl, breathe. You're doing great. Breathe. It gets better if you allow it. Sometimes we have to, get a little uncomfortable to get real comfortable. So like, when you're doing, when you haven't stretched in a minute and then you start stretching, it's a little uncomfortable. It aches a little bit. But once you get into that groove, once you're back, you're back. You feel me? You have to allow yourself to stretch. You have to allow yourself to get uncomfortable in order to get very comfortable and flexible and limber. Allow the change that you seek to really come. See it. Allow yourself to be delusional about your dreams and your goals. And if you don't have one, you need to figure out if your dream and goal just right now is to live and be happy. that was my prayer. I wanted to be so happy that it got on people's nerves. It made people move the fuck from around me. And that's exactly what it did in the past. The people that were so tired of seeing my positivity, me get back up every single day, even those that prayed and wished on my downfall and think that I didn't know. Y'all know how hard it is to not be able to explain that you heard the conversations between folks. You saw the giggles and laughs around them tables with people that you fucked with. Do you know how hard it is to not be able to explain what the Holy Spirit has shown you? Yeah, y'all. I know that this message has been going, like I'm just speaking. I'm allowing it to come out. Sometimes we have to separate to elevate. We have to get uncomfortable, even if that means meeting new people. After allowing ourselves, give us some days, a couple, weeks to heal. Journal, even if you don't want to be around people. Journal every single day what you feel or what pops into your head, even if it's random words. Even if it's a letter to your ex, even if it's a letter to your mother or your father or your ex-best friend or your best friend now, somebody that might have hurt your feelings, whatever it might be. Grow. Allow things to be released. Let it go once and for all. Stop looking behind you when the past is behind you. Your future, the happiness that you seek, the healing that you seek is in front of you. So we need to focus on the right now, the present. It is a gift. Gratitude is the attitude, and you need to not forget it. Sometimes I still forget, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just want to be there already. Nah, I am here today. And before I know it, I'm where I already prayed at in the past to be. I am exactly where I prayed at to be in the past. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Don't trick yourself out of your spot. We gotta be for real. We have to grow. We have to learn. We have to understand. Do the soul searching. Allow yourself to get rid of the energy vampires that have been around you, creating facades, this fake, we can't never make it out of here, or we stuck here, we do the same crap every single day, every single weekend at the same bars, getting shot. No. Taking shots, Ooh. Separate yourself if you need to, or if you feel it in your spirit. If you caught that. Wow. Do the soul searching that you need to do. Wow. When I say God is always in alignment. And please don't think any way that you are, being your authentic self is wrong. Okay? You don't got to be perfect. I am not perfect. And me attempting to live up to the standard of being perfect in the past is exactly what was slowing me down, is exactly what was paralyzing me to stay still. Thinking that I did not have what it took, or I didn't deserve, because of my mistakes, to be in a different position. Get up. Talk to yourself in the mirror until you believe it. Every single day until you believe it. Until you believe it. I pray for your blessings today. I pray for the peace that you seek. I pray for everything that you deserve to come your way. I pray that we all learn the lessons, and with the blessings that come from learning these lessons, we are able to manage and keep and maintain and multiply the blessings that are overflowing right now today. Because today is literally a blessing in itself, and it's so crazy. Like, it's crazy beautiful, and I love it. I love it so much. Protect your space, protect your peace. Allow yourself to feel and allow yourself to relax. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. Make sure you show somebody gratitude. Let somebody know that you're grateful that they're alive today. You never know who might need it. Let's be a little bit selfless, a lot of bit selfless, and care for other people genuinely. And watch who comes and cares for you on purpose and genuinely as well. But thank y'all for listening. I hope you have a great day. We'll be back. I'll talk to y'all soon. Go ahead and take your shoes. I hope that you send this to somebody. If you're on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. If you're listening from Apple or anywhere else, send this to somebody, and have a great day on purpose. Period.